We're live. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna go through the Sodder case and go over some details that I just wasn't sure where to fucking put in my video. Dunno. For now though, let's get to the song. And I can tell you guys now, it's not gonna be a long live tonight. I am not feeling the greatest. But let's get to the music first.
Clock ticks slow in a neon room. Shadows hum to a quiet tune. Coffee breathing in the dark. Every stream begins to spark. Sip, sip, stay a while. Pixel glow and a crooked smile. Click, click, don't look back. Something slipping through the cracks. Hear that whisper in your headphones. Feels too close, you're not alone. Stay a while, don't be shy. We've got stories you can't outrun tonight. Soft lights, but the truth cuts through. Every game hides something new. Little clues in what we choose. Late night thoughts you can't refuse. If you're brave, then follow me. Not everything is what it seems. Controller tight, heartbeat quick. Something's moving in the glitch. Chat go still. Did that move, or is it just the point of view? Don't log off, don't look away. Some things want you here to stay. Stay a while, sinking deep, where the lost don't really sleep. One more story, one more clue. Feels a little close to you. Go on, stay a while. Go on, stay a while.
Hi, welcome. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna chat about a couple of things today. Yep, sound is on, everything's good, everything's paired up. Oh, how is everyone doing today? Because I can tell you now, I'm dead tired. I am dead tired. I have so many things in regards to the evidence. Was anything fingerprinted? I'm not 100% sure. There's nothing that I could find, but they pretty much wanted to close the case as quick as possible. Said it was an accident and basically closed what they could. There's a few things that I left out of the video that I couldn't find an exact spot to put in them. And then there was like a few things that I would pick up in one video, hear it in another one, and then actually look for something to do with it. And it was kind of weird. So we're gonna go through some of those. I've put them together. We're gonna go through that. I've also made like bullet points, so we're not deep going into them. It's just what I have found that I think is kind of interesting, that was mentioned in a few other videos. So if you do go and watch them, you know, you're not like, oh my gosh, there's these details. Like, I couldn't find a spot for them in the video. It was it was a very fun video to make, but it was a lot. I also wonder if family did DNA tests, since those tests are popular if kids survive fire. Maybe ancestry can solve, etc. Maybe that would be interesting. Well, that's the thing. It's been about 80 years now, so it would have to be the surviving children that offer up their DNA to try and find their siblings. Sorry, I'm really not feeling great. Like, my throat's been killing me the whole day. It's either that or the nieces and nephews of the missing children would then do an ancestry to see if that pops up, and then maybe hopefully one of the other ones have done it. But I don't know. Like 70 to 80 years of nothing, like absolute silence, like nothing. Because the parents won't be able to do the DNA. They're dead now. Hey, Boom, welcome. No, I'm not drinking wine. I'm drinking Pepsi out of a plastic wine glass because I can. I thought it would be fun. But it's a, I don't know, it's a very weird case for me. I tried to make sense of some of it. Was the town known to be corrupt back then? I don't know if it was known to be corrupt, but here is where um it would kind of work with that theory. So George, when he moved over, he was very against the whole Mussolini thing that was happening in Italy at the time. Now, don't ask me exactly what that is. I tried to read through it, and my brain went, this is history and weird things, and you don't know much about this. This is all politics, and politics makes my brain go mush. So I didn't follow along, but I know that there was a lot happening, and he spoke out about it. Like, really spoke out about it, to the point where when he had immigrated over, he had immigrated to like a small little Italian community. And in this community, it caused issues about how much he was against what was going on. So that it kind of leads to the one case that maybe someone had retaliated. It's one of the theories that I have down, is like someone possibly retaliated against him and did this to the children. But then, if they did that, what happened to the children afterwards? There's so many questions here. At some point, at some time, people get sick. You think red flags would get raised if these kids, at some point, even as an older, go to the hospital? You would think so. You would think so. I mean, there's a giant billboard. Let's see if I can pull up the picture. Let's pull up the billboard picture quickly. Where's my file? YouTube, videos, true crime, Sodder family. All the fun little stuff that I have here. So we have the billboard, right? And this was placed up. You can kind of see like where it ends here. And it says like, what was their fate? Kidnapped, murdered, are they still alive? There was an entire award. Like, this board alone brought in so much to kind of help, but nothing at the same time. Like, so many people responded to this, and it all led nowhere. Like, absolutely nowhere. And then you get that photo later on. And that, we'll get there. That one fucks with me a lot. I did look on Google. It says 2 to 3 hours for a house fire to burn a body. Could be, yeah. That's the thing. It could be. But like 0 remains. It's interesting. And I don't know, I'm guessing depending on like the way the fire is, like how, like the accelerant used for the fire, that would kind of depend on whether it would have been able to, I don't know, because if it burns the entire house down. See, this is why I love doing these live streams. This is why I love it, because then we can sit and work on these theories together. Because like all I do is like I give you the case, and then afterwards we can kind of like question everything, like properly question everything. There was one thing that came out, and I couldn't find exactly where it was mentioned. I did struggle with that a little bit. But there was like a pineapple bomb theory. So just after the house burnt down, they went back to the property. This was like a couple of months later. And they were walking around, and little Sylvia basically ran away from her mom and started exploring the garden. And she came across this like round object, a little thingy on top of it. And her parents went to find her, and they got her, and they picked up the object, and they realized that it was a bomb. So it's known, it resembles what's known as a pineapple bomb, which is a incendiary device or grenade. Fuck, like I would remember that fucking word, first of all. That's a lot. I don't know, like, if it was that, it kind of would explain the noise that she hears on the roof, and then everything falling down, like that roll off of the roof. It would explain that. I don't know. Thank you, Toxic. I appreciate you very much for letting people know that the Discord is open. You guys are more than welcome to join. I am very excited to have the Discord open. We've had a few people join already, and it's been great. I've been chilling in there most of today trying to get things done, other than like the filming and editing of the video. I've been chilling in there most of today, just trying to relax. So I'm really not feeling well. We'll be okay. I promise we'll be okay. But yeah, so there was this pineapple bomb theory. And this for me felt out of place. Like, I don't know. Like, why would, if they're like investigating during the, like just after the fire, why wouldn't they find that? I don't know. I think it could have just been left there, like later. I need to figure out why that's not showing up properly. But that means something has happened. How old were the missing children? I will tell you that now. Oh, Millie, thank you for the 10. It did come up here, but it's not reading. We need to somehow fix that. But I appreciate you, Millie. Thank you very much for the 10. Thank you. And I don't know. I've shown them. I've tried everything in the back. I don't know what happened. What happened? I don't know. I did not touch that one, Toxic. I did not touch that one. How old were the missing children? Oh, fuck. There's 10 of them. Alright, let's see if I can get to the list of them and their names. Because I can tell you now, I wrote the names down. I wrote the names next to it. And I mean the names and the numbers, and then read them, and I have forgotten. So we're looking for Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty. Where's my list of names? Okay, Maurice was 14, Martha was 12, Louis was 9, Jenny was 8, and Betty was 5. Like young enough to go to an orphanage. Listen, at those ages, I would say they're about young enough to go to an orphanage. Rock yapper, yeah, no touching. I need to stop touching it. I do. Okay, I have this problem where like my ADHD goes, oh, this is perfect, let's fuck it up. And then I fuck it up. I don't know. It was working fine. I can tell you now, if I go into it, let's go to the alert box quickly. Okay, now if I go in there, we're gonna do a random alert. I'm gonna test. That's what it should do. That's what it should do.
This is a test donation for $30.
Okay, that's what it should do. It doesn't come through like that. It doesn't. I don't know why. It does the other thing. Don't know what that is. That's what it should do. Yeah, I don't know. I've tried very hard to fix that, and it's irritating me. Oh, thank you. I worked hard on it, and then it doesn't work, and it makes me sad. This was like one of my favorite things to like set up, because I like the haunted sound. It's like, wee! All the haunted stuff. Alright, where are my theories again? There we go, Google. Google Docs, where are you? Where am I now? Okay. So, with everything that we've gone through in the video, I want to know, like, what is your weirdest part of the video? Like, out of all, like, the evidence. Like, do you think the telephone line being cut is, like, the weirdest? Do you think the, like, cars not starting being the weirdest? Or do you think, like, the photo and the sightings could be, like, weird? For, like, the one piece of evidence in this case that really freaks me out, that, like, gives me that little bit of, like, a what the fuck, I'm guessing is the photo that they received later on. I'll pull it up again, but it's literally, and I fucked this up in the video, I'm quite annoyed at myself. I screwed it, it's Louis, and I kept calling him Lewis by accident because I'm an idiot. But this is what happens when you're new and you're practicing, I guess. The fact that it closed so quick is odd. That gives me red flags. It does. The fact that they closed it. They were like, we're not investigating, nothing. Even after sightings, even after, like, so many, like, they did not investigate it. They left it at that, to the point where there were rumors that went around. Where is this now? There were rumors that went around that um someone had taken a heart. Sorry, I just need to find, because there's also conflicting stories of whether it's a heart or a liver, which is why I didn't like put it in, because we don't have exact things. So it's either a heart or a liver that's placed in a box and then buried in the ground. And apparently this is done by like one of the policemen, so that when the Sodder family goes and finds it, they pick it up and they realize, okay, it's probably a piece of like shriveled up human flesh, and they try and ignore the thing, but that's not what happened. They sent it off for testing, and it came up to be like an animal, like a piece of an animal. So there's that. And apparently this policeman wanted it to be done so that they stop investigating and they stop looking further into it. So it's not the greatest ideas. Like, even if you're trying to be nice as a policeman and you're like, listen, I know that the case is absolutely done. This is the end of it. They're pushing themselves. They're causing harm. Like, they need to accept this. Then I can understand, like, trying your best. I can't understand going to that point. I can understand, like, sitting them down and be like, you want to see the evidence. Here's all the evidence we have. But not putting in evidence that would be, I don't know, it feels weird. It feels fucking weird. It sounds like mob sort of thing. It really does. Why not investigate the wire, etc.? That's why I asked about town corruption. So that's the other thing. There, and this is one thing that I didn't add in because I can't sit, like, I can sit and go, these sources tell me this, but if I can't sit and find that myself, I'm not going to try and add it into the story. It just feels weird. So apparently, the wire being cut, there was a man who was found to have stolen a block and tackle from the Sodder family the night of the fire, and apparently he took the ladder, which is the missing ladder, took it to the phone line, went up, snipped it so that if he was found during the robbery, they couldn't phone the police until he got away. Then he went in, stole that, and then left. And this is before the fire happened. I don't know. There's like, there's like nothing to actually properly show. I don't know. It could be people taking like creative liberty with that. But yeah, nothing really helped solidify that one for me to really want to put it in the video. And there really wasn't much. There really wasn't much. Like, so the mafia thing was very interesting. Because obviously with the political ties that he had towards fighting very hard against Mussolini, they thought that maybe he had pissed off someone. But again, there's no evidence, there's no proof, there's nothing to actually tie it in. Did anything throughout the years odd happen to the family? Absolutely, sweet Jesus, fuck all, until that photo arrived. Up until this photo arrived. Images. Up until this photo arrived. And I'm just gonna, I'll crop it in so that you can see, they pretty much received that. And they were like, oh, that's Louis. There he is. I don't know. Could be. But again, I'm not an expert. I'm just someone who is fascinated by this shit. So let's play like armchair detective for like 2 seconds. Why not? Let's have some fun. I wish they took the envelope for testing. I know, hindsight, right? If only they had fucking taken it for testing. Okay, so I'm not a professional. I'm not a professional anything. But maybe? Do you guys see anything? Like, could it be? Sounds well thought out. Disabling both vehicles. I can't even read properly today. Disabling both vehicles and communication lines sounds militant. That's why the mafia theory is probably the one that I lean towards the most. It's the one with the least amount of evidence, which would make sense. It would make sense. Of course, they're not going to sit there and leave a note and, hi, we were the mafia, we were here. Like, that's not what they do. But it literally, it would make sense because of how little there is to go on it. For me, it makes sense. I don't know. It's a hell of a lot. I'm guessing this was around World War II era. Was the father old enough to be drafted, and dodged was the issue. I'm not 100% sure about that. This was in 1945, 45, 48. God, Luna, why are you struggling with fucking numbers today? Why are we struggling with numbers? 45. 1945. I don't know. I don't think he was drafted. Not at that time. I mean, if your eldest child is 23, like, you're gonna be somewhere in your 50s or 60s, so it would have been after, yeah. His eldest, though, Frankie, so 9 were staying in the house. The eldest, Frankie, he went to serve in the military for a bit, which is why he wasn't there during that Christmas. So he was out on base. So there is some sort of, like, connection there, but I don't know. World War II was 1939 to 1945. Hi. I was terrible in history class. I can tell you the stories, just don't ask for the dates. Don't ask for the dates. It's terrible at those. Cat, what are you doing? I'm pretty sure you guys have seen the cat wandering around here. I honestly don't know what she's doing. Fucking crazy cat. You're giving me fucking heart attacks here. Let's see, there was literally nothing else. Like, there really wasn't much else to the case. There were these little theories that kind of weren't enough for me to actually pay attention to. They didn't have enough for me. Lady focus. No, my cat is somewhere here. Okay. And I need to take the fluff off of that chair because obviously Nico's been sitting there. She's actually in the ball pit right now. If I call for her right now, she's going to come out from either one of these corners. In New York, the Italians all seem to hate, I'm guessing, Mussolini. At least my family who immigrated, my grandfather went to war for the USA against Italy. I can't see politics as a reason based on family stories in New York. Yes, but these guys were in West Virginia. Don't think that's near New York. I don't know. Someone correct me. Someone correct me. So, but yeah, like it's such a complicated case. Yeah, it's all East Coast. um I migrated around my family time then. I don't know. I don't like that's the thing. I didn't go too much into the whole political side. I'm trying to stay as far away from politics as I can on my channel. Mainly because I'm pretty sure I have like political induced narcolepsy. Like the moment people start talking, I pass the fuck out. Like no. There's things that I will care about and I will deal with, but I stay out of politics as much as possible. um I don't know. I really just wish something would happen so we could find out what happens to these kids. I mean, it's so sad. I was going to like try and move it, but let me move it up. Millie, I'm confused. What are you talking about? It is super close to me. 5-minute walk, I swear. I'm confused. Personal, who had a personal or a business issue with the father. That's what I'm thinking. Out of everything, I don't think it's anything to do with the kids. I think the kids were unfortunately used as a tactic against the father. I don't think it's the mom. The mom is way too much of a kind-hearted person who was like way too busy with her kids to do anything. And I feel I think Millie is high Luna. Okay, Millie, I will join you just now. Not so I can get high, but to watch you. It's an interesting case. I want something to happen. And what gives me hope in these types of cases is you've got things like the Long Island serial killer, which has just been kind of not really solved. I'm waiting for like the final. Wait, has he been sentenced? Hold on. Hold on. I've been so out of the world. Has he been sentenced yet? Has the Lisk been sentenced yet? As of early May. No, sentencing is in June. Okay. So he hasn't been sentenced yet. Sentencing is in June. We'll be watching that. That is going to be intense. So expect a Long Island serial killer thing to come up for that as well. That's going to be lots of fun. Like this is a case that was solved after a couple of years. The Delphi case was solved after a couple of years. It's about as far as I'll go with that one. But it's just like so many cases nowadays with everything that's going on. I feel like there's going to be some sort of resolution. I really do. Do you frown upon deep dives? I kind of want to go peek in Ancestry. Hmm. Luna, do you know what Long Island is? I'm also not talking about the drink. Toxic. Yes. Yes. Okay. It's where the Long Island serial killer is. It's that part of New York. Ish. Kind of. It's there. Okay, it's close there. Why? Also, why are you bringing up the drink? I don't frown upon deep dives. I will go as far as I can while respecting privacy. So if at any point in time the Sodder family do find out what happened, I would like for them to be able to figure it out um and come out with a statement of their own before we're given the rest of the evidence on that. I never want to pry so far into someone's life that it feels as if I'm being invasive. And I don't know, like Ancestry would just it's interesting. It's probably a way to do it. But I would probably not do it myself. Just out of sheer like, yeah, we're looking for these kids, but we might come across other family members that don't want to be involved in it. And it would be unfair to kind of bring them into it or even just know about them when they really don't want to be a part of it. That's the only thing. Toxic, I'm worried about this Long Island thing. I'm glad you understand. It's like, yeah, let the family do it. Um I I never want to be the person who takes away somebody else's chance to like have their moment. Whether it be something like this or, you know, something cheerful or like I want them to be able to have their moment. What's the next case I'm doing? I don't know. I don't know. Not the Long Island serial killer one. I'm not doing Lusk. I won't do Lusk until the um official sentencing has happened. Although, don't know. I'm trying to think, like, because I'm torn between, like, do I want to do like the typical like serial killers everyone's covered, or do I want to go more towards like niche things? And I don't know. I like the idea of niche stuff. I think my next case, I'm looking probably somewhere in like Japan. If I could find like a really fun Japan case, I'd be happy. Has the family made any more statements since the photo? Not that I know of. Not that I know of. I believe everything went cold after that. Like, as far as I could see, there wasn't anything like concrete after that. Just that there was the photo, and again, there was no one to actually physically confirm. Like, they couldn't track down the person in the photo. They just had the photo, and I don't think the person in the photo was going by um Louis Sodder at all. So yeah, technology fucking sucked back then. There was a book that I read when I was younger called Through Violet Eyes. It's one of the books that really made me start getting really interested in the courtroom aspect of true crime. And in this book, there's uh there's these people with violet eyes who are used in court cases to kind of come into the courtroom, and they have these probes connected to their head, and during the proceedings they channel the victim, and the victim is then able to give testimony, and it helps a lot of court cases. The problem is, like, these violet-eyed people obviously are kind of hunted down because of the ability to do this. And this one girl who does this court case, she's thrust into like sorting out things with this detective throughout a court case, and then they fall in love. It's really cute. Like, if you go into the romantic side of it, it's really cute. But it's a really good book. And it made me start thinking a lot about, like, what if technology got one day to the point where we could actually have the people stand up in court and go, this is it. Like, the actual victims be able to speak through. I know it's like, it's completely like fantasy world, but it would be cool if technology got to that point. A lot more things would be solved a lot quicker. Um, Lady Bird Lake in Texas. Serial killer dumping ground or accidents. Ooh. Ooh. That I will. I'm gonna. You don't mind? I will be copying that into this. No, 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 no. I want to keep there. Highlight it. Thank you. No. Gonna freeze a little bit here. Thank you. I will definitely put that in my things to look out for. Cases to cover. There we go. Cool. I will definitely look at that one. And then Siren, I'm going to do the same thing. Print screen. Makes my life easier. And I'll pop that in there as well. Those are two that I will definitely look at. Because I would love to do different countries. K-Bears. I would love true crime from other countries to see how they handle compared to the US. 100%. 100%. If you ever cover Son of Sam, I'm near his prison he's at. Ooh, can write him. Oh, that could be interesting. With questions for the show. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. My main question is, sir, you got taken in by a fucking parking ticket. Like, your ass was handed to you by a fucking parking ticket. Well done. It's like my favorite part about that case. Like, he was taken in by a fucking parking ticket. Ah, my coffee is finished again. Can we just say I'm very unhappy with the amount of coffee that keeps disappearing. Um, Orc and Hare are an interesting pair. Peter Tobin was an interesting case too. I will take a look at those. I will 100% take a look at those. Thank you, Toxic. I know that there's quite a few cases of like hikikomoris losing their shit and killing their family. So I definitely want to cover one of those cases. And then as usual, as if you're going to cover anything from Japan, like you have to cover a yandere case. Like you have to. And I think there's one that if I can get everything done correctly, it'll be quite fun. It'll be quite fun. But there is like those are like the two main cases that you got to cover that, like hikikomori and yandere, just kind of like have like the typical Japanese horror. And then I still want to cover that case with the Australian fuck, what is it called now? The Australian chick that murdered her family with the beef Wellington. There we go, the beef Wellington case. I get it. My brain, honestly, what my brain did there ran through the menu of Hell's Kitchen to try and get some beef Wellington. When I do that episode, I'm going to be calling it the beef Wellington from Hell's Kitchen turned nightmare for family. I promise I'm gonna have so much fun with that one. Like that's a ridiculous one. I also need to figure out like how to do like random outtakes, because my videos, today's video was about like 20 minutes and I've got about 45 minutes of like footage of just me fucking shit up constantly. it's I need to do an outtakes eventually. It was Charles with the cucumber in the dining room. There we go. Yes, it was. Listen, if it wasn't Charles, then it was Stevie. Okay? It's always Stevie. Little Stevie goes to murder people on one fine summer day. Save outtakes for members only vids. Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. I think I'll do that. And then you guys can have some like really fun bloopers of where I fuck shit up and then I go, no, Luna, that sounds stupid. Take that out. Like I literally talk to myself during filming. It's quite entertaining. I talk to myself during filming. So if I say something and then I'm not happy with the way I say it and I want to rephrase it, I will sit there and go, Luna, that sounded stupid. Rephrase it. And then I'll sit for like an entire minute in silence. And then I'll just start again. It's very fun. Like if I ever get an editor, it's gonna be so entertaining, the shit that they can pull from there. It really will be so entertaining. I make the dumbest mistakes always. Like always. We can add circus music to it. 100% we're adding circus music to my bloopers. Like, I'm sorry, if I cannot make an absolute fucking fool out of myself with the amount of bloopers I have, my job is just not done. My job's not done. I need to be a complete fool. But unfortunately, I actually have to head off. I love you guys very, very much. But these two lights have been on me most of today. My head is killing the absolute hell out of me. And it's not my hangover from Saturday, okay? My hangover from Saturday was from yesterday. I dealt with that yesterday. This is from the weather today. We have like severe weather warnings at the moment. So everything is just not fun for me at the moment. But it's okay. For now though, I'm going to head off. I've decided that I will probably spend some time in the VC after this. So if you guys are a part of the Discord, please join. If not, the link is in chat at the moment, courtesy of our wonderful mod Toxic. And I will be there, definitely in the Discord, chatting to you guys. Before I fully end the stream, Siren Syrup, if you see this at any point in time, I don't know if you're sleeping at the moment or chilling, but happy birthday. Love you lots. I really hope you see that, because you're epic. Alright. Ow. I'm in a lot of pain today. It's not fun. I will chat to you guys tomorrow. We're gonna have a very chilled stream. I think I'm going to pile myself up with blankets tomorrow. We're playing Cult of the Lamb, which I'm gonna be quite excited for. We're gonna do more of the Crusades. See how quickly I can turn around the entire cult. See if I can get them on my side. I'm still very upset that Doza is angry at me inside the cult, so I need to fix that. And Siren, there you are. I saw you just now, but I didn't know if you had stepped away. I don't know if you had stepped away. But yeah, it's been fun. This was a very easy case to go over with a few twists and turns here. But I had fun looking through it. And I hope you guys had fun listening to it, and it's been fun chilling. And I know it's not a full live, but I'm here, and I will see you guys tomorrow.